think we probably have to go through here in order to get to him, I guess. Oh. How's it going? How's your Saturday? You didn't invite me up there, that's why I'm streaming. Just saying.
Now it's better than.
Just saying. I didn't receive any confirmation that I was gonna be allowed anywhere. That's fine. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing this for long. I kind of just launched this because I knew I needed to stream today, but I didn't know what I wanted to play exactly. There's a Guardian. He's apparently a bad dude. Next weekend. Okay, I think next weekend for me is a
I'll get on it.
multi-day weekend. And by that I mean, is this a good Diagger? Let me see. You might need this. My Liliana babe with a stomach now might need this dagger. This is a tier 4 dagger. Go ahead and make this your main hand. Then make this enchanted dagger your offhand. And I changed my mind. Then the Viridolidin dagger is gonna be there. Do we not have belts for you or anything? I feel bad, but I don't have belts for much of anyone, I guess. Big bowl of rice, small side of nice is a very inspirational. Yeah, it's all to do with this giant portion of rice that I made this morning. I was out of ramen. Because usually ramen is like my morning thing, right? That's what I have on mornings of the weekend. / afternoons, you know what I mean. But I didn't have any, so I was like, you know what? I have this rice. And it's gonna be good, except for I made enough to feed a small African village.
I bid you welcome, pilgrim.
And that's not what I had in mind. Okay, so I get the feeling that this guy is supernatural in some way. He's not just going to be standing here in this hallway forever. I am here to the ashes.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
I would like to prove myself worthy. I need the ashes.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy.
Okay, worthy.
It is not my place to decide your worthiness.
Okay.
The Gauntlet does that.
Gauntlet. Kai was wanting me to play Gauntlet with him.
You will see the urn.
I remember back in the day, I used to play a lot of Gauntlet. Gauntlet Legends? You guys know what Gauntlet is, right?
If not,
pretty sure I forced Knept to play Gauntlet with me if he ever came over, like, back in the day. Like, elementary school days. Anyways, apparently Steam has this new version, and I'm pretty sure he's done with that fad. Yeah, Gauntlet. Yeah, I bet if I showed you, you would remember. We had to have. Like, I would be surprised if we didn't sit down and play Gauntlet for at least multiple hours, multiple times. Can it be avoided?
no.
No! We never played that? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I made all my friends play that, but I don't believe you. He was just like, no. I like this guy. Should I say I'm afraid? It's like, I'm scared, Dad. I don't know what to do. What else? Because I wasn't actually listening the first time.
You will understand what it is when you face it.
This guy is so me. He's just like finding any excuse to be an ambiguous jerk, but anyways, let's enter the Gauntlet Legends.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy.
You're telling me it's taken like
There is
2.5
suffering
streams,
in your past.
just this dungeon.
Your suffering and the suffering of others. You betrayed Jowan to Irving. He was almost killed, and he lost the one thing that mattered. Lily, Jowan trusted you. Tell me, do you think you failed Jowan?
None of these answers are what I want to say. I mean, obviously, yeah, I could have done better things. But... TBH, F that dude. I should not have betrayed him. No, should have, I could try stalling, maybe. Pick number 4. I don't think I want to do that, though. I needed to do the right... one.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
Thanks, Alistar.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him.
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
And you, why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her
Oh,
equal?
girl.
I never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear.
Uh-oh, lady.
When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it.
Uh-oh.
It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
Uh-oh.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Wait, so did he go through... I thought that was gonna be like the test. Did he just go all through all that just to be a jerk butt? I don't understand. Got a bad feeling about that. I kind of wish I would have answered differently, but it was the honest truth. Oh no. Hi?
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Repeat that.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Strange. Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Okay. Okie dokie. Alright. What's up?
Smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood.
I'm good at these.
And
Logical
always
thinking,
we would
man.
sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
This is super cool, but because like I don't know the lore to any of this, I feel like I don't know. I'm being kind of cheap about it. Okay, this is just a test. If I just try to skip all this, will they attack me? Not possible to pick? Well, let's see what my girl says about it. Okay. So yeah, no, I have to solve all the riddles.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Excuse me.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home?
It was my dream for the people to have.
Okay,
a home of
that one was a little.
their
It was
own.
like so
Masters
obvious that it
ourselves.
seemed like it was a trick, you know.
The enemy of my
I was like
enemy is my
expecting the
friend,
trick
and thus
question,
we
but
followed
maybe he
Andraste
expected me to
against
expect
the
it
Imperium.
to be a trick. So what he did was he said it like that, thinking that they would think it's a
And so
trick.
were we.
But then I was also thinking maybe he knew that I would think that he thought that I thought it would be a trick, so that he thought it was a not trick in order to trick me into thinking that it was a trick when I thought it was a trick.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full.
Oh God.
Of what do I speak?
Fuck. Vengeance?
Yes, my
Okay.
husband Hysarian
You
would
weren't
have
very
chosen
subtle.
a
That
quick death for
that wasn't a
Andraste.
riddle.
I made him swear that she
That
would
wasn't
die
a riddle.
publicly with her war leaders,
You were very obvious
that all would know the
about what you're
Imperial
talking about.
strength. I am justice. I am vengeance.
Hey.
Blood can only be repaid in blood.
You were not subtle at all. You literally gave me the answer. You're just like, eye for an eye. Get them back for things that you know, that they did. Revenge. What am I talking about? It's like, you're not being sneaky. Okay, the guy from Skyrim's here.
Passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
I want to say jealousy, but let's hear it again.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart.
Okay, yes, jealousy.
From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal.
Kind of sucks.
I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
I'll bet all these folks have really cool backstories that I'm never gonna read. Anyways, this guy went to Harvard. He's a super smart dude, so we gotta pay attention.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
All those things are right.
The
Repeat.
bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Mountains.
Yes,
Okay.
I carried Andraste's ashes out of
If it was
the
sheep, that would have made an
mountains to the
interesting
east,
little riddle right here.
where she could
It's
gaze
like,
ever
yes,
into her maker's
I was
sky.
the sheep lord of
No
Ferelden,
more fitting a
but
tomb
then I
than
was
this
betrayed
cruel find.
by the lamb lord of Ferelden. Okay.